Hello boys and girls, and welcome to Unit 3, Lesson 12 of CKLA Skills. Today we will practice reading words with different spellings for the I sound. So we'll review those that we talked about yesterday. And we are going to practice putting some of these words into our fluency, like we're going to use them and fluently read them and answer some questions on them. And your I sound with your IE. So let's fit some words into these trees. I'm going to read some one-syllable words. After I read it, please point to the tree representing the sound. So if it's the I sound, we're going to put it on the I side. If it's the IE sound, we're going to put it on the IE sound. So I or I. Hit. Now, which way would this go? Would hit go under the I or the I? Good. It would go under the I tree. Now we've added our sneaky E or magic E to it. So this word bit becomes bite. So we would put this one on our I, our long I tree. What about this word? What is this word? This word is sit. So it would go in our short vowel I. What about this one? Now take the S off of this word. Make it a singular word. That word would be tine. Now what makes the I say its name? That magic E, right? So that would go under the I-E. The I. Now you make it plural, it becomes tines. What about this one? This is your I sound, but this is normally made with a Y. So the word fly would be your base word. Flies, but you hear the I. So it would be your long I tree. What about this one? This would be flit. Flit. So it would be your short I. Now if you made this flight, what would it change to with our I? What would your I change to? It would change to I. Lit, be your short I. Practice reading the words with me. Kit, short I. Change it to kite. This would be your long I spelling tree. Okay, today we're going to focus on two spellings for the I sound. We've got your IE. I, tie, like in tie. And you've got your, well, let's practice our IE, our I sound with IE. Let's practice reading these words. So read them with me. Die, flies, lies, pie. Where in the word can the IE spelling be found? Now look back at what you just read. We're going to look back at some of those words. Pie, lie, it's at the end, right? This spelling is at the end of the word. It can be with the IE sound. Now here with the I, biting. I, this is from last lesson's spelling tree. Now this is I consonant E. So the word bite is your base word, and the sneaky E makes the I say its name. Like in. Now if you look at this one, the word bite, B-I-T-E, the sneaky E makes it say its name. But here you've got I saying its name all alone. So this word lilac, your I is going to say its name. Let's practice reading these words, but our I is going to say I instead of I. Sliding. Now this would have your sneaky E, S-L-I-D-E. So it would be I consonant E. Sliding. Spider. Now spider, ER is not a suffix to the word, so spider says I all by itself. That E is not a sneaky E. It's the ER sound together. It's a vowel controlled R. Silent, same here. Your E is part of the other syllable, so it's not making the I say its name. Silent. Item. Now, where is the I spelling in when you read these words? Like in silent, that's when your I is ending the syllable. So it's an open syllable. So it's going to make the I say I. That's how you know when the I is going to say its name and make the long sound. Sometimes the spelling is shared by two vowels, or by two sounds. Now, we've done this before where, like, look at the first sound in silent. Now, you can see the two different ways you could do this. It could. Now, this is how we determine which one wins that tug of war. So this is how we figure out if it's a long or short I. Like in this word. Okay, so look at this word. I'm going to say a sentence using this word. I want you to listen carefully and then decide how to say this word. Okay, now look at the two different ways. First way is your I. Second way is your I. So it could be either pie, lut, pile, ought. The person who flies a plane is called a blank. It's a pilot, right? So when you break that syllable apart, pilot, P-I, would be where your syllable break comes after. So the I is going to say pie, pilot. So if you look at the combinations, that's how you determine if it's short or long. Pilot. Good. Let's practice this process with more two-syllable words. People who do bad things must go to, would it be pry or priz is your first syllable break? It would be prison. So which one would that go with? First or second, right? It would be prison. So it's going to be your second combination. Try this one. My grandmother came from Virginia, came to I or I, vi or vis. Good. It would be visit. So it would be your second one because it's going to be your short I. Now look at your it and sit, your last syllable. And it doesn't really matter because it's not ending the syllable in sit or it with a vowel. Who crossed the line first? Would it be fi or thin? It would be fin, right? Finish. Line first. The Mississippi flows north and south. Would it be rye or riv? Good. It would be river. So really pay attention when you're reading these words where that syllable break would go. A cold is caused by a vi or vir. It would be virus, right? So it would be the first one because your I is going to say its name. It's going to be the end of your syllable. My parents said I could have of 2 cookies a day. Would it be lie or limb? It would be limit, right? So it would be your second one. So you're not going to end your syllable in lie. It's going to end in limb, it. Remember that if the I is surrounded by consonant, it represents the I sound. If it comes at the end of a syllable, it represents the I sound. This is going to help you later with reading some words. And when you see an unfamiliar word with the I spelling, you should try pronouncing it I first, because that's the most frequent pronunciation. But if it doesn't work, try the I sound, because sometimes there's those rule breakers, and they're often in our language. So always go with the most frequent pronunciation first, which is your short vowels, and then try your long sound. Okay, now I need you to look in your packet, and you're going to find 13.1 and 13.2, which these are going to be pages 71 and pages 73. Now you're going to place these side by side, because on 13.1, and you can pause the video if you need to get these out first, and then come back to it. Okay, so on 13.1, you have a list of rules and you have a list of words. So first off, you need to practice reading the list of words first. So you need to go just straight down the line, read those words out loud to someone. Okay, after you've done that, come back to the video. Okay, now you're going to look at 13.2. Now these are going to be questions that you will find the answer. The answer will be one of the words that you just read on 13.1. So now that you have practiced reading those words, now when you're looking at page 73 and those questions that you're reading, they're going to be answered by the words on page 71. So, like, look at the first one. The first question on page 73 is asking you, which word on the chart is something you do when you are glad? So you're going to look at page 71. What's something you do when you are glad? You skim down the first column. I see the word smile. Do you smile when you are glad? I smile when I'm glad. Okay, so you're going to write on number 1, you're going to answer it with the word smile. And these words should be spelled correctly because they're spelled on page 71. Okay, good luck. Do your best. You can come back to the video when you're finished. We've got our I can statements that we're going to recall, and we are done for the day. Okay, our learning targets for today. We read some words with different spellings for the I sound, and then we use those to practice our fluency on pages 13.1 and 13.2. So we're reading those words fluently, those different I sounds. Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow on Lesson 13 Skills.